Hi, I'm talking to you from Learning Rooms today. I'm Graham, and a lot of you have been following the progress of this building over the last year or so. But today I'm sitting here with a real human being, Trisilla Mwenya, and as this interview continues, you'll begin to understand why Trisilla's here today. But first of all, Trisilla, how long have you been here at Sach and what do you do?
Wow, thank you for having me here, Mr. Graham, as a human being, as you call it. So I've been here at Sachibondu for almost 4 years, and I am a teacher at Sachibondu Primary School. Yes.
And what age group do you teach at the moment?
At the moment, I am age group that I teach is 13, 12, somewhere there. But I am trained to teach from age groups starting from 6 to 15 years. That is from grade 1 to 7 years.
Now,
grade 1 to 7.
Grade 1 to grade 7.
Yes.
So in the UK that would be year 1 to year 7, the same. But before we hear a little bit about why we're interviewing you today, can you tell us a little bit about your family?
Oh, wow. Thank you so much. So my name is Trisilla Mwenya. I was born in a family of two. Me, I'm as a firstborn, and my brother, who is in Kasam at the moment. I was raised up by my aunt, who is living in the copper belt, and has 6 children. I'm married with a beautiful daughter and a very kind, handsome man. I have the other part that is so heartbroken is that we lost our second born baby boy 2.5 days after he was born. Yeah, so it's quite.
So that's been it's been a tough time for you actually in the last few months.
It has been.
And why were you living with your uncle and aunt? Why were you not with your parents?
So the reason why I was not with my parents is because I lost my parent at a very tender age, at the age of 9 years, which is also sad. It's a sad story. Yeah, so that's the main reason why I was picked up by my aunt, and she was the one who was looking after me until I was grown.
What made you want to become a teacher?
So what made me want to become a teacher is that growing up, I was once a person who was really in the position of feeling the need of care and love at a tender age. So me, when I was growing up, I was like, let me just become a teacher so that even those learners that are coming from different various places where maybe they don't feel loved, they don't feel the support, me as a teacher, I'll know how to handle them because I know how it feels to feel, to not to have that need and care, that support that you're supposed to have from maybe family members, the community, the nation at large. But me, I was like, let me become a teacher so that I make a difference in people's life and in the learners' life, children at large. Yeah.
And the reason we've got Trisilla here today is because actually we've been talking with her for the last few months, even years, about the possibility of her being our coordinator, our manager, and our teacher here at the Learning Room. So this has been a long process, and that's why I'm so excited today that we're actually being able to tell the world a little bit about it. But for Trisilla, for you, Trisilla, this is going to be a big change because for the last few years, you've been a government teacher working with a government salary, and the big challenge for you, not just for you, but actually for you and your husband and your family, is to consider this possibility of giving up your government job and taking a step of faith into working with us here at the Learning Rooms project. So I wanted everybody to understand that that's why we're interviewing you today. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that will mean for you. But before I do that, we all know that you have a strong Christian faith, and you shared a little bit about the ups and downs of your life. How does your Christian faith affect you? What does it mean to you?
Okay, what it means, the Christian faith, is that it has taught me a lot. One of them is it has taught me to be kind, to have patience, to have a heart of love, to have a heart of forgiveness. So it has helped me to stay strong in my Christian journey.
Yes. And we were talking a bit earlier before this interview about what it will mean to you to leave your government job and start working with learning rooms. This isn't one of the questions I've written down, but can you say a little bit about how different that will be from doing a government job to working with us? How will that be different?
Oh, so the difference that will be there is that, Mr. Reid, in government, there is security, what we call security in government, and most of people, we cry for that, to be on government payroll, especially when you finish your studies. Everyone will be searching so that they can be put on government payroll. So once you're put on government payroll, there's that surety, there's that security whereby they don't fire you easily, and you know that maybe your income will be coming every month without any distraction. But stepping out of government is something that I have done with faith, and not knowing where my next income will come from, but I've just taken a step of faith because I want to help a learner, a child in a community who really needs help. And being here at the learning room will help me also grow personally, in terms of what can I say? I can say maybe holistically in all aspects of my life. And the learners also will grow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's even things like if you have a government job, there's a pension, there's all the security around that. And a few years ago, we were busy trying to help you secure that government job. Now we've come to you and said, please leave that behind, step out of that. But I wanted to highlight the fact that for Drusilla and her family, this is a real step of faith, and we're so excited that we're taking this step together, because as we see the building coming up around us, God providing all the different things that we need, the most important thing that we need is people. So we're thankful for that. When do you expect to be starting work with the learning rooms? Will it be next year sometime?
Not really. As you can see, the learning room is almost finished. That's saying, it's a sign to say we are starting very soon. We have agreed that I'll start as soon as possible, that is in June.
Yes, and June is tomorrow as we're recording this. In fact, as you're watching this, it's probably June already. So we really are on the starting blocks, and we're just beginning to work together now. So it's not a future thing, it really is something that's happening now. Now, this is a difficult question because you and I don't know the answer very clearly yet, but what kind of activities do you expect to be overseeing here in learning rooms?
Okay, so some of the activities that I'm expected to be overseeing here at the learning rooms includes basic mathematics skills, literacy classes. We also have basic computer skills that we'll be teaching here at the learning room, and also there will be art sessions that will be happening here in the learning room.
So there are so many, it's impossible at the moment to say what we won't be doing, but we are currently sitting in the book room with this beautiful round table you can see in front of you. And I want you can see there are some bookshelves behind me, but in a very short while this whole room is going to be filled with books, and we already here at Sachibondu have boxes full of books waiting to go on those shelves. So the problem will not be what on earth can we do here. The problem in learning rooms is going to be what shall we not do, because there will be good things that we won't have time to do. And our vision for learning rooms is for excellence. It's to do things well. So we're trying to understand how that's going to work. Yes, so one of the main things about learning rooms is that we want it to be something that will serve the local community, but also serve the local institutions here at Sachibondu, especially the primary school. Now, you're currently a teacher in the primary school. How do you think learning rooms could benefit the primary school?
So how I think the learning room will benefit the primary school is that children from primary school will get extra learning support and also skills that may be I may not say in government we do that often, but here because maybe we'll have much time with them to spend with them, they will have a lot of things to develop in. Yeah.
So that's really important. One of the things that we've had here at Sachibondu in the last 12 months is the Jolly Phonics program, which is an example of something that we want to be able to do here, not for our own sakes, but so that we can serve the local school. Now, we've talked about funding already. You've already told us that let me just get this clear. Will they still give you a government salary once you start working here?
No.
No, that's good. It's good to know that. But I just want to tell you that we have part of the monthly funding we need to pay Trisilla each month. She's taken a step of faith towards us, knowing that we haven't got the full funding and knowing that she's leaving that security behind her. So one of the reasons for making this video is to encourage people to think about the possibility of making a monthly donation towards Trisilla's salary. And we're so thrilled that the Learning Rooms project so far has come into being mostly by one-off gifts and donations that people have made, and that has brought us to this point. But we're asking for something a bit different when it comes to Trisilla, because we're going to want to pay her monthly. So what we're asking people to do is to consider the possibility of donating perhaps a very small amount every month, but you can imagine that if we have a lot of people doing that, then we will be able to pay her as much as she was earning in the school. We feel that it's really important to value Trisilla, and in order to do that, we want to make sure that her salary is not dropping, and she's receiving the same amount as she would as she was teaching in school. So please private message me or send me an email if you're interested in giving a little bit every month towards Trisilla's salary, and we'll tell you how you can do that. We have a charity that we can pay through so that tax can be collected back, and we can make use of every kwacha or every pound that you donate towards that. So I think that's about it for today, Trisilla. I think we'll probably be having more conversations on video in the future, just to tell people how things are progressing. But for now, thank you and goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.